Hi guys, so today we'll be talking about the Soundcore Life P3 noise cancellation earbuds. So I've been using this Soundcore Life P3 for say 3 months or 2 months now, and yeah, the experience has been good, but I have a few reviews. I have a few things to say about this. So let's jump right into it. First off, let's talk about the looks. So the Soundcore P3 is very small. It's not so big, right? So it can fit into your pocket, can fit into your bag. It's very comfortable to hold. It's pretty nice. It has this nice texture and feel. It has a glossy lining and a matte covering on it, so it looks really good. It comes in black, navy blue, oat white, coral red, and sky blue. Now let's go right inside of it. All right, so I really like the earbuds, right? The way it's packaged, and why I like it is because, okay, I once used a few earbuds that whenever you put the earbuds inside, it can just fall out, but this has this magnetic holder where it doesn't fall out no matter how much you shake, right? So you can see that I'm shaking and nothing is coming out of it. So let's talk about the buds itself now. So there's one thing I really like about the buds is the design. It's very unique. It's fine, basically. It has that same matte black, because this is the black basically, so it has the matte black on it. On other colors it has that color, but it has this matte feel, right? It has this rough feel that looks good. It just looks pleasing to the eye, and it has this glossy lining around it that makes it look really good. So it's plastic, very light. The earbuds come with multiple ear tips to fit into your ear preference, so whichever size of ear hole you have, it can fit into your ear hole. So if your ear hole is wide, it has a size for you, and whichever one you have, so there's a size for whatever kind of ear you have. Yes. So, and one thing I like about it is how it shuts out sound even without the noise cancellation, right? So it has a sort of noise reduction. Even before you turn on the noise cancellation, it has a sort of noise reduction, and I like that about it. So this is really good material and it's amazing. Let's talk about the sound. I know you've all been waiting for this part. Now it sounds really good. Now it has a very nice bass feel. So the low end is robust. It's heavy on the low ends. So if you're not a big bass fan, you probably would not enjoy it so much, but it has a good low end. It has a very nice high end, and the mid is quite good, right? It's not at the point where it's like you're not hearing the vocals of the person singing. It has a good balance between the low and the highs. One thing I like about the Life P3 is that it works with the Soundcore application. Now in the Soundcore application, it has this custom equalization where you can actually edit the sound to fit into your preference, right? It doesn't have to be the custom or the follow come, so to say, kind of sound, right? So you can actually adjust. If the bass is too much, you can drop that. If the mids are too low, you can increase that. If the highs are too much, you can drop that. So whichever way you would like your sound, you can basically customize the sound. I love that feature. Alright, so let's talk about the noise cancellation feature of the P3 Live. It has 3 levels of noise cancellation, 3 guys. But here is something. So if you do not have the app, you can only have access to like 1 level of noise cancellation, which is just when you hold the earbuds, right? It just gives you the default noise cancellation that comes with it. So, but when you have the app, you can switch between the 3 levels of noise cancellation. So they focus majorly on 3 levels, which are transports, indoor and outdoor. Now, so the transport basically focuses on cancelling out engine noises. So if you are in a car, so it cancels out the engine noise, so you won't hear all the humming sounds, all of those things. Then for the indoor, it cancels out mostly people talking in a room. If you're in a noisy room, it might not cancel it out as much as you might be thinking, but it will cancel it well enough for you to hear everything your earbud is playing. And just when you play something maybe slightly loud, it cancels it. You wouldn't hear your environment anymore. The third part of the noise cancellation is the outdoor. So the outdoor basically focuses on cancelling out ambient noises, like say a car is passing by, people are passing by, is slightly windy, and all of those things, it cancels it out, right? So those are the 3 levels. So one thing you should know that is these earbuds are like budget friendly. So compared to the more expensive noise cancellation earbuds, this earbud would not do just what they would. Now, for example, when it's on the transport noise cancellation function, what happens is you begin to hear the wind louder. So if you are in a noisy or a windy place, so what happens is you start hearing this high-end noise because of the wind. So but when you switch to outdoor, it actually makes it sound a bit better, but you can still hear the wind. So when it's on indoor, same thing, you can still hear the wind. So in windy places, it is not so great. One of the reasons I actually wanted to get the noise cancellation earbud was because we are in Nigeria, we are in Lagos, where we have lots of traffic, and I really like getting on bikes, right? So, and if you are like me that like to get on bikes, I don't think this is what you should get, right? You could get something else, but if you're always in a car or in a bus, you should get this. It will cancel out the noise quite fine. But if you're going to be on a bike, I do not think you should get this, because you probably will not hear anything you think you would hear on the bike, because the sound of the wind will be way too much for you to even get the details of what you are hearing. So the P3 Life also has a transparency mode, right? So if people are talking to you, you can basically hear them even with your earbuds still on, right? Then it has a normal mode. So the normal mode is where you just have the noise reduction that comes from the ear tip. So it has that function. That's all it has. So you can use that. It sounds good as well, especially when you're not in a noisy place and you don't need the noise cancellation. One of the things that I really wish that this came with would have been the function that when you just take it out of your ear, it stops playing. So it doesn't have a sensor that does that. That means if you take out your earbuds from your ear with something still playing and you drop it, that means it's going to continue playing till the music in your phone stops. One nice feature that the earbuds alone come with is the automatic shut off. Now what that does is, if the earbuds stays dormant for about 30 minutes, so it automatically shuts off, right? So that is a very good battery preservative measure. So it keeps your battery safe, and whenever you're ready to jump at it again, you can jump at it. So one nice feature that this earbuds has is the Find My Earbuds feature. Now that feature is you can find the feature on your app. Now here is the problem. I assumed when I saw that feature it would possibly be like a tracker or something to track the device, but no, it's actually a sound that it plays out, and I personally do not think that is loud enough for me to find my earbuds, especially if it's a little bit far away from me. So I will play the sound now for you to just, see and know if we can pick. I'll put this close to my mic so you can see if you can pick the sound. Let's try it out. See, it's very faint. So except the place is extremely quiet, you can't find it. So if this thing falls inside the bus, bye. One of the other features I like about the Soundcore P3 is the sound intake. When I say sound intake, I'm talking about how it receives sounds. All right, so if you're going to be speaking in a quiet place, this is what it's going to sound like, right? So it gives you this really nice texture, especially when you're in a quiet place. So it sounds really good. That means you can get a crisp and clear audio. Now, even if you're in a noisy environment, you can still pick sound. I think for the price, I think it's still quite, it's still quite good. It ranges from 60,000 right now. At least currently in the market, it's sold. It goes for 60,000 naira in Nigeria, right? And in dollars, it costs about $80. So you can't really compare it to the AirPods that cost about $300 or the other ones that cost maybe more, right? You can't really compare the quality to that. So the sound intake is really good. So if you're in a noisy environment, it still cuts out the sound to an extent. One of the important things to know is that these earbuds come with 6 microphones. Six. That means you cannot spare any details when you're talking. So if you are going to say anything in whatever environment you find yourself, so it's going to really pick it up. One of the other features I like about it is that you can actually have just one earbuds on, right? Speak into it, and your listener will still have a crisp and clear audio. And one thing I also forgot to mention while I was talking about the the sound is, even if you're using one ear, what the earbuds does is it now mixes all your tracks into mono. When you have just one earbud stuck in your ear, you get that same crisp, you hear everything. It doesn't separate the sound like, oh, you just be hearing the things that are partitioned for the right. No, you're going to hear everything. So far it's just one you are using, but when you're using the two, it splits the sound into a stereo output. For the noise cancellation, yes, they got it right to an extent, but I wouldn't say they got it quite right, because if you're in a really noisy environment, it's not going to pick your voice as much. Yes, it's going to pick your voice to an extent, but it's not going to pick your voice as much. So it can deal with low, mid-level noise. So I'm going to go outside and make a road test of what this will sound like if you're using it on the road, right? So you can tell me what you think. Okay, so I'm outside and in a supposed busy environment where you have cars moving and bikes. So I'm doing the sound intake test, right? So basically this is how you would sound if you're outside. The Soundcore application, right? It has this superior sleep function that helps you sleep. So this function has helped me in a while, especially when I'm in a noisy environment. So it has this cool feature where you can just add whatever ambient sound, maybe the wind, you want to hear the sound of the wind, you want it to seem like it's raining outside. It has all of those features to improve your sleeping or focus ability. So it helps you sleep better, it helps you focus better. It has that function and I like it so much. One of the other amazing features, this one I give it to them, right? They did this right. They have this gaming mode, right, on the app, and this gaming mode it reduces latency. That means if you are playing a game, you are always getting quick feedback. Like, it's not giving you that, you know, sometimes with some cheap earbuds, when you plug it into your ear and you're watching a video on your phone, you have this latency, the mouth is either moving slower or the earbuds is talking faster, one of those things. But this one, once you put it on gaming mode, it gives you real-time audio, and I like that so much about it. One other feature is the touch control. So the touch control is customizable, so just go into your app, you can change the rights to whatever you want it to be, double tap for whatever you want it to be. I like how the earbuds gives you a lot of control over what you would like to hear, right? I love that a lot about the earbuds. So whatever I want to hear, I can just customize it to be what I want it to be. The Life P3 noise cancellation buds has a 7 hours playtime. That means you can listen to music for 7 hours straight without interruption. Your battery won't go down on you, and that's as good as it gets. But it extends to 35 hours with the compact case charge, right? So you have 35 hours worth of charging capability with your case, and you have 7 hours of playtime with your earbuds. So you can basically not run out of power. Now, one thing I like about the earbuds is even when it is dead, it has this fast charge feature where if you just plug it in for about 10 minutes, you're already good to go for about a few more hours. So it has that amazing feature, and I really like that a lot. In the case, this comes with a Type-C cable. It comes with a charging port behind it, and it also supports wireless charging. So all you have to do, if you don't want to, use wires, you could just place it on whatever wireless charger you have, and it begins to charge. So the Life P3 noise cancellation buds is also water resistant. Now, when I say water resistant, I don't mean that you can go and swim with it. If you sweat heavily, it can survive that. When it's raining, it can survive that. But when you go to swim, I doubt that it can survive that. So please try to avoid swimming pools. I don't even know why you want to be listening to songs inside the swimming pool. Please do not listen to songs inside the swimming pool with these earbuds, because you just might damage it, all right?